Steven Gostkowski now has his team teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Nice overtime in the last game.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rushing during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady now to throw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. The reception good for 7.
They ain't giving that forward momentum.
And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now he's got it. They corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and a knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it.
Man, kill him.
A yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
218, chop. Set. Watch twitch.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he will score.
I can't believe you gotta be like that by him, son.
Delaney Walker, 41 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Me. I got motion man. Me. Shadow.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Check.
Brady now on first down. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. First down, here's White. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, they'll run away, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught. This is White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. This time it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and now it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 72.
Brady will try again on second down. This is White on the screen. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Come on, y'all.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Brady now on third and goal. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal. Now, a field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. They're running it. It's Michel, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go, team.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now Brady. Looking for White on the deep ball. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Recon, 152 fighter. Fight.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookie.
No!
Coverage, and it's intercepted.
I'm trying to get that ball low. I ain't throwing that ball so high.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
third time tonight he's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
so that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, it's White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriots touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
He's 20.
They were able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, D. Ooh, what I did.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. It got his man complete. 36 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender,
Come on,
right?
boy, how
You
you
know I'm
get
going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle
That
him
is
as
so
he pulls it
fake.
in. Give him
He don't
16
even
yards there.
see over
Tennessee
there.
First down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping
Man,
the
that's so
pocket and
fake.
finding what I think was not his primary target.
1,000
And
dudes
some
over
of these
there.
guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects.
Get the pick!
At the goal line.
And he was out of bounds.
Patrick Chung. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year.
Why are you
I think Steve would
tiptoeing?
like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
Big hold of the 30. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes Humphries on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? I mean, interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A 2nd down pass play there.
I don't know what was going on there. Some type of play should have been thrown though.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles? Without their defense. They take over here.
Boy, that boy's back in that backfield immediately.
On offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Go forward.
And again, the
what
run
are you
defense
doing?
out this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Now, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
What is going on,
And
man?
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl.
Diddy almost ran it back.
And he's able to take
What
this
is happening?
back to the 36-yard line. A critical
know
error
why I
there
threw that
in
in.
a tight game to the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in
I
the
don't know
4th
what that
quarter.
was right there.
Turning it over, now the door is open for the
Yeah, we got
opposition.
Tom Brady
Just in
down
general,
there.
when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter
Well,
what,
I don't know what
you
that
gotta be
was.
super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Humphries. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No
way to stick him, Jonathan Jones.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill.
Damn, I knew I should have came across that to help him out because I knew he was going.
Titans gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah,
and I bumped him in everything, man.
I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, watch the slant. Switch.
A 1st down carry for Henry.
Way to tackle, Jamie.
Losing yardage back at the 22. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12, Tannehill eluding the pressure right.
What a give back.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Come on, D.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right.
Woo!
He can't get a throw off. He's
Play, baby!
down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
There's a part of that. Big dance. Go, go. Hey, exit.
They snap it to Tannehill.
Get there. He ain't get it off.
Can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
It was a defensive game. We both threw about 50 picks apiece.
Again, it's Michelle. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
That's all we needed.
Able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 26, check 26. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no.
Brady gives to Michelle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Hello? Hello? Hold on.